This video is not intended for viewers under the age of 13. Viewer discretion is advised. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're taking a look at the second figure from the Star Wars The Black Series, the Bad Batch line. Today we're taking a look at Crosshair. So, we don't see much of him in the show, just because he was affected by the Order 66 when it was given. But he's still mentioned quite a bit, just because they know he's a member of the unit, and he's absent. But there's the packaging. Nice box art on the side. There is the bio if you want to take a moment to read it. Go ahead and pause it. It says that he is number 2 in the Bad Batch. Alright, let's crack him open and see what he has in store for us. So let's jump right in and take a look at the figure. I have to say, he does look really good. I'm going to put a cartoon image up right here just for comparison. But I think they did a wonderful job with the head sculpt. I love the crosshair scar as well as the painted eyes. Definitely has a stern look on his face. I love the butt pad on his chest for his rifle. You got some painted in extra ammo right there. Nice sculpt on the belt. Shoulder pads and arms, pretty much the same we got with Hunter, except for this. Looks nice soft rubber. It looks really good painted though. All nicely sculpted. Now one thing, these are the same gauntlets as Hunter, so since he doesn't have the scabbard for his knife, the sheath, they simply just left an open gap right here. That is pretty disappointing, to be honest. It just seems lazy. Coming down the legs, pretty much the same paint and sculpt as Hunter. You do this time have a holster. And then there's the back. Looks really good, to be honest. First accessory we're going to bring in is his backpack. Again, like Hunter, it's a solid piece of plastic, to be honest. It is sculpted very nicely. It goes on with the same T-shaped hole, so that's cool. Looks really good. So we'll go ahead and put that on. Now, one thing that is nice about this backpack is it does have storage for the weapons. So, first weapon we'll bring in is going to be the pistol. Nicely sculpted. Very well. Same as Hunter's, to be honest. Looks really, really good. Sorry for the paint on my fingers. Fits into the sheath perfectly. But he will hold it in both hands, as you would expect. And again, nicely detailed. Get that trigger finger in there. But we'll store that in the sheath. Sorry, his holster. Next accessory is going to be the big gun. Nicely sculpted. No paint, but nicely detailed. It's got enough detail just to make it realistic. Comes all the way down. Got a wonderful sight on it. Nice stock. Even has a little safety switch, which is pretty cool. And he will hold that, but one nice thing is there's 2 ways to store this. You can actually utilize this tiny little peg right here that can fasten on this hole right here on the backpack. So you can have that look, or you can flip it around, have that look going on, but that kind of makes it stick way too far above his head, in my opinion. Another option is you can actually squeeze it into the backpack here, along that crack. Just shove it in the crack. You know what I mean? That looks a lot better, in my opinion. Makes it not stick up way too far. That looks pretty good. But naturally, you got his main trigger hand here, so you'll want to utilize that with the rifle. So he can get, with his double joints, some really nice poses. We'll go ahead and put him in one here. That is a big gun. And then the last accessory we're going to utilize is the helmet. It is nicely detailed. One sculpting difference you'll notice is over his right eye. It's got that divot cut into the visor with the crosshair lines going up and down. It is nicely painted, both in black and gray, with the red stripe going down the back. Some sculpt work here, looks really good. The rangefinder, visor, whatever you want to call it, does rotate up and down, which is nice. One complaint I have though is it does come off, and there was actually a little nub on there that when you put the helmet on, shoved it off as you went to put it on. So it wound up sticking out quite a bit. But I just simply took some nips to it, cut it off, and it works fine. So we'll bring in the head. We'll go ahead and put this on. There we go. And these guys do have some amazing head articulation. So you can really utilize all of his joints to get some really good, nice looking poses. So overall, it's well done. Just for comparison, here he is with Hunter and Ventress. I'll have a review of her coming out soon. Well, what can I say for final thoughts here? He looks great. Sculpt and paint are amazing. I do love the damage that is sculpted into the armor. The only negatives I really have are the fact that I had to trim that nub off of the drop down sight. That maybe a little bit more gray on the paint on the grays. That's about it. Other than that, sculpt look amazing, paint look amazing. Well articulated figure. He's able to store all of his weapons, so definitely the pluses outweigh the negatives in this situation. I found mine out in the wild, so keep your eyes open. He is out there, and I hope you guys have some luck on your hunts like I did. That being said, if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel, share with your friends, and don't forget to hit that like button. I'll see you again next time.